Hello everyone. In this video you are going to learn about 11 types of nouns. Yes, there are 11 types of nouns. It is very important that you recognize a noun in a sentence. Some nouns are quite obvious. For example, someone's name, Rajesh, or a place's name, Tokyo. What do you call such nouns? These are proper nouns. Chair, a cup of tea, wood, believe, bananas, friendship. Do you know these are all nouns and they are different types of nouns? Hence, it is very important to be able to recognize a noun in a sentence. There are 11 types of different nouns. These are proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, material noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, singular noun, plural noun, and compound noun. I have already made a dedicated video on abstract nouns in case you want to watch it separately. What are proper nouns? These nouns are names of people, days, months, festivals, names, and places. Raghubir, January, Sunday, Christmas, Kanpur, Mumbai. These are all proper nouns because when you utter these names, you can recognize or you can pinpoint a specific person or a specific month or a specific city. Most of the proper nouns are names. They are clearly identifiable by their names. That is why they are called proper nouns. Sure, there can be many Raghubirs in the world, but in your life there is a great chance that if you have a Raghubir, it is one and only and he is easily recognizable. Similarly, if you say Mumbai, almost everyone in the world knows it is a metropolitan city in India. What about Christmas? It is the name of a festival. If someone says Christmas, it cannot be confused with any other festival. Hence, it is a proper noun. A small rule to remember for proper nouns is that a proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Here are some example sentences using proper nouns. The first war of independence in India began in Meerut. Meerut is the proper noun here. Preeti is one of the most brilliant students in the class. Preeti is the proper noun. Meow is the name of a fluffy brown cat that lives in our neighborhood. Meow is the proper noun here. Einstein defined the theory of relativity. Einstein is the proper noun. Shinzo Abe, the former Japanese Prime Minister, was assassinated when giving a speech. Now we come to common nouns. A common noun is the generic name for a person or a place or a thing. You don't capitalize a common noun unless it is in the beginning of a sentence. Some examples of common nouns are cat, tree, feeling, boy, girl, man, city, company, weather, table, joke, or an action. As you can see, these are not names. Like cat can be any cat, tree can be any tree, feeling can be any feeling. A boy or a girl can be any boy or a girl, and a city can be any city. Why are these called common nouns? As I just explained, when you write a sentence, a boy is standing at the bus stop, boy is a common noun. Unless you know the name or you recognize the boy, it can be any boy in the world. A common noun can be a material noun, for example wood, or an abstract noun, for example feeling. We will come to these nouns later. Here are some sentence examples of common nouns. There is a stray cat in the kitchen and it won't come out. Cat is the common noun here and so is kitchen. The mango sapling that we planted a few years ago has grown into a young tree now. This sentence has three common nouns. They are mango, sapling, and tree. Rohan prefers to live in a big city. City is the common noun here. The weather has been unpredictable, So we have cancelled the picnic and have decided to stay indoors. The two common nouns are weather and indoors. For that matter, even you can call picnic a common noun. He was the only person in the room who didn't get the joke, but everyone else laughed. The common nouns in this sentence are person, room, and joke. My grandmother always prefers furniture made of wood. This sentence contains three common nouns. They are grandmother, furniture, and wood. Now we come to abstract nouns. If you check the meaning of abstract in a dictionary, you will find that it is something that exists in your thought, or it exists as an idea. An abstract noun does not have a physical form. You cannot see an abstract noun. You cannot touch it. You cannot push it or pull it. Unlike a proper noun, an abstract noun isn't the name of a person or the name of a city or the name of a day. Emotions, how a person behaves, thoughts, these are all abstract nouns. You cannot see them. The exact opposite of abstract nouns would be concrete nouns. What does concrete mean? Concrete is something you can touch or feel or see. A chair is a concrete noun. You can sit on a chair, you can drag it around, you can break it, you can burn it. But can you burn or break love or hatred? Can you take happiness out and put it under the sun? Can courage be physically broken or burnt? No. These are all abstract nouns. Some examples of abstract nouns are happiness, love, elegance, stupidity, aggression, courage, pain, democracy, advantage, confusion, friendship, loneliness, service, satisfaction, sacrifice, and dishonesty. The list can go on and on. Here are some sentence examples of abstract nouns. There has been an unprecedented industrial growth in the past few years. Growth is the abstract noun here. Because, yes, growth, you can feel that growth is happening, but as a word or as a noun, you cannot see growth standing in front of you or doing something. He has been taking care of his sick mother with full dedication for the past 2 years. There are two abstract nouns here, care and dedication. Again, they exist as concepts, but you cannot feel them, you cannot touch care or dedication, you cannot put it on a table, like they are just thoughts or they are just feelings inside your brain. There is greater awareness these days because of the internet. Awareness is the abstract noun here. For that matter, even you can call internet an abstract noun. He suffers from anxiety. He needs to see a psychiatrist. Anxiety is the abstract noun here. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The beauty is an abstract noun here because it is a concept. The dragon warrior was supposed to bring hope to the valley. Hope is the abstract noun here. Now we come to material nouns. What is a material? Iron, wood, plastic, cloth, silver, they are all materials. Oil is a material. Air is a material. You make things out of materials. The chair is a common noun, but if the chair is made of wood, wood is a material noun. A sandwich may be a common noun, but if you spread honey on a piece of bread, then honey is a material noun. You can remember material nouns as the names of those things that are used to make or construct something else. You get wood furniture, you get a rice dish, you get stone carvings, you get a metal chain, you have gold jewelry. Some sentence examples of material nouns are: there is a shattered glass on the floor, so remember to wear your slippers when going in the kitchen. Glass is the material noun here. We need to chop lots of wood for the upcoming winter to keep us warm. Wood is the material noun here. Can you fetch some milk from the market because I'm going to make rice pudding this evening? Milk and rice pudding are the material nouns here. There was gold jewelry in the box, but the thieves didn't notice. Gold is the material noun here. This sweater is made of pure wool and therefore it is very warm. Wool is the material noun here. A cement sack is lying outside your house. The word that is red underlined is the material noun here. The swimming pool water is being disinfected with chlorine. Which is the material noun here? It is water. Even chlorine for that matter can be the material noun. Concrete nouns. You should be able to taste, touch, see, hear or smell a concrete noun. It is the opposite of the abstract noun which exists as a thought or an idea that your senses cannot feel. I cannot answer the phone right now. In this sentence, phone is the concrete noun. I can hear the noise in the wind. Noise is something you can hear, so it is a concrete noun. After the storm, we could see the rainbow in the east. Since you can see a rainbow is a concrete noun. Remember that a concrete noun must be perceptible to all your 5 senses or at least one of your senses. Material nouns such as wood, iron, steel, and even common nouns can be concrete nouns. Like a chair is a concrete noun and it is also a common noun. The way to remember a concrete noun is that your senses can feel it. You can hear it, you can see it, you can touch it, you can smell it, or you can taste it. The color is also a concrete noun. For example, you can see the red color and hence red is a concrete noun. Some examples of concrete nouns are chair, bridge, boy, boat, cashier, apartment, banana, airport, clock, thunder, whistle, water, cold, salt, paper, tiger, sand, and basically everything you can recognize with one of your 5 senses. Some example sentences using concrete nouns. As soon as I saw a street dog running towards me, I ran in the opposite direction. A dog is a concrete noun because you will feel it when it bites you. It started snowing and suddenly there was a chill in the air. Air is the concrete noun here. There was a rotten apple on the table. Can you find out which is the concrete noun in this sentence? Yes, it is apple. 2 fishermen were sitting idle in a boat. Boat is the concrete noun here. She quickly started putting clothes in the cabinet. There are 2 concrete nouns here, clothes and cabinet. Now we come to countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns can be counted. An apple is a countable noun. Or you can write 6 apples, which is again a countable noun. But can you say 3 milks? What about 5 waters? No. Therefore, milk is not a countable noun. Neither is water. You can have a cup of milk or a glass of water, but you can neither count milk nor water. You can have a bag of rice. You can have a bag of salt. These are not countable. These are called uncountable nouns. Sure, if you want to count them, you can count them individually, but you don't make 300 rices for dinner. You make a bowl of rice. On the other hand, you can steam a dozen carrots, carrot being a countable noun. Since countable nouns can be counted, they appear as singular and plural. You can have 1 cat or 3 cats. You can have 1 person or 3 persons. Countable nouns are those nouns that can be expressed in numbers. You can have a dozen bananas. You can have 5 milk packets. Whereas milk is not countable, the packets definitely are. Do you know what are quantifiers in English grammar? Some examples of quantifiers are little, a bit of, much, a large number of, none, some, few, a few, a number of, several, numerous, many, and lots of. As the name may give you some indication, quantifiers tell you about the quantity of a countable or an uncountable noun. Quantifiers tell you how much or how many of a given countable or non-countable noun there are. There are some rules to remember when using quantifiers with countable and uncountable nouns, and this is why I am raising the topic of quantifiers in this section. You can say there is little milk left in the fridge, but you cannot say there is few milk left in the fridge. You can say there are a few apples left in the fridge, but you cannot say there are a little of apples left in the fridge. Here are some quantifiers that you can use with countable and uncountable nouns. You can use the quantifiers few and fewer with countable nouns, but not with uncountable nouns. A couple of examples are fewer guests, few cars. You can use the quantifiers little, less, least with uncountable nouns, but not with countable nouns, like less food, little time. You can use many and several quantifiers with countable nouns, but not with non-countable or uncountable nouns. For example, several chairs, many dishes. The much quantifier can be used with uncountable nouns, but not with countable nouns. For example, much excitement, much rest. Some example sentences using countable and uncountable nouns. The neighbor threw one stick, but his dog fetched two sticks. So since you can mention sticks as two sticks, sticks is a countable noun. Someone had left 5 bags of wheat by the side of the road. Bags is a countable noun. Few students attended the class this Thursday. Students here is the countable noun. The housekeeper broke 5 cups this week. Cups is the countable noun here. 2 bears were found near the river bank. Bears are the countable noun. There was some water on the floor, so people were advised to walk carefully. Water is the uncountable noun in this sentence. There was little sugar left in the box by the time they decided to make tea. Sugar is the uncountable noun here. The oil had been dripping from the car for 2 days, so they had to call a mechanic. Oil is the uncountable noun here. Rohan was doing his homework, so he couldn't go to the park with his friends. Friends is the countable noun here, because you can have 3 friends, you can have 5 friends, you can have many friends. Now we come to collective nouns. Take for example the sentence, a herd of cows was grazing in the field. A group of cows is called a herd of cows. Herd here is a collective noun. Another example, a group of students was noisily chatting in the hallway. Group here is a collective noun. The cricket team played just with 10 players. Team is a collective noun here. When a word is used to represent a group or a collection of nouns, it is called a collective noun. There are hundreds of collective nouns, but I am giving you some popular examples. A band of musicians, a choir of singers, a circle of friends, a brood of hens, a cup of tea, a board of directors, a class of students, a team of players, a crowd of people, a gang of thieves, a flock of birds, a litter of puppies, a pack of hounds, a school of fish, a swarm of locusts, a pride of lions, a bunch of flowers, a galaxy of stars, a pack of lies, and a range of mountains. So, a flock, litter, pack, school, swarm, pride, bunch, galaxy, pack, range. These are all examples of collective nouns. Now we come to singular and plural nouns. Frankly, most of the nouns can be a singular noun or a plural noun. Apple, for example, is a singular noun. Then what would be the plural of this noun apple? It's apples. If it is so simple, then why are we learning the concept of singular and plural nouns? Sometimes when you make something plural out of a singular, you need to follow certain rules. For example, a woman becomes women, mouse becomes mice. How do you know that wife becomes wives and wolf becomes wolves, but roof becomes roofs and belief becomes beliefs? There are some rules you can remember. Rule number 1. You can add s in the end of some words. These are like lion becomes lions, crow becomes crows, doll becomes dolls, tree becomes trees. Rule number 2. Adding es in the end when the noun ends with s, sh, ch or x. Glass becomes glasses, watch becomes watches, bench becomes benches, box becomes boxes, wish becomes wishes. There is an exception. Ox becomes oxen. Rule number 3. What about nouns ending with y? If there is a vowel before y, vowels are a, e, I, o, u, you can simply add s. Boy becomes boys, toy becomes toys, and ray becomes rays. If there is a consonant, consonants are those alphabets that are not vowels. Before y, you remove y and add ies. Therefore, city becomes cities, puppy becomes puppies. As you can see, instead of y, we are using ies. Baby becomes babies, story becomes stories. Rule number 4. Nouns ending with o. If there is a vowel before o, simply add an s. Video becomes videos. As you can see that in video before o there is e, which is a vowel, so you simply add s. Studio becomes studios, audio becomes audios. If there is a consonant, that is if there is an alphabet that is not a vowel before o, you add es, not s, you add es. Tomato becomes tomatoes. As you can see, o is replaced with es. Hero becomes heroes. Rule 5. Nouns ending with f or fe. If that happens, replace them with ves. Life becomes lives. Knife becomes knives. Thief becomes thieves. Rule number 6. Some nouns don't change whether they are singular or plural. It is difficult to remember all of these nouns, but you can remember at least some of them. Sheep remains sheep. Species remains species. Deer remains deer. Series remains series. Even fish remains fish, but sometimes I have seen that people use fishes instead of fish. Finally, we come to the 11th noun, and that is compound nouns. As the name suggests, a compound noun is made of more than one word. For example, playbook is made of play and book. Play can be a verb or a noun. For example, we went to see a play. Here it is a noun. We want to play. Here it is a verb. Cat food is made of cat and food. Brother-in-law is a combination of three words. Screwdriver is a combination of screw and driver. Similarly, armchair is a combination of arm and chair. Some more examples of compound nouns are hot dog, basketball, playground, X-ray, snowfall, bookstore, son-in-law, smartphone, greenhouse. Compound nouns can be formed combining different types of words including noun plus noun or noun plus verb or noun plus or noun plus adverb or adjective. Take for example white paper. When we talk about white paper, you may think that it is a paper that is white. White is an adjective here and paper is a noun, but together it becomes a business document. Just to quickly revise, there are 11 different types of nouns: proper nouns, common noun, abstract noun, material noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, singular noun, plural noun, and compound noun. This wraps up my video on different types of nouns. I hope you have liked the video and found it informative. Do subscribe to my channel and click to the bell icon so that the next time I upload a video, you get a notification. Thanks for watching.